Formation Mike. 1300 Zulu. Wind 170 at 4. Cav OK. Temperature 24. Dew point 11. QNH 1022. Density altitude 900 feet. Arriving and departing runway 3. Transition level 55 advise on course heading, altitude, and if traffic service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Mike. Nantes Atlantique Airport, information Mike.
France Soleil 7090 radio check.
France Soleil 7090, Nantes ground, readability 5.
Nantes ground, easy 49 Bravo Juliet, ready for push and stop.
Transition level 55 advise on course heading.
France Soleil 7090 with information Mike. Request IFR clearance to Marseille.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
Nantes ground, KLM 1420.
France Soleil
Information uniform, IFR to Amsterdam.
France Soleil 7090, information Mike is current. Clear to Marseille via the Louche 4 November departure. Departure runway 3. Initial climb to 4000. Departure on 119.535 squawk 6512.
Clear to Marseille via Loop 1 4 November departure and S5 departure runway 3. Initial climb to 4000. Departure on 119.535 squawk 6512. France Soleil 7090.
Working on that clearance. Stand by.
Clear to London Gatwick, departure runway 03 via the Bali for November departure. Squawk 1436, easy 6 Alpha Mike.
France Soleil 7090, read back correct.
Easy. North ground, hello, easy 4709.
Boarding has
Request
started and the
clearance
first passengers are on
air
board the
to
plane.
Toulouse.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Transavia France Flight 7090, flying from Nantes to Marseille. We're delighted to have you with us today. Please take your seats according to your boarding
Information
passes.
hotel is
Store
current,
your hand luggage
cleared
in the
to
overhead
Napoleon
bins or
Bonaparte
under
via
the
the
seats in front of
Luge
you.
for November
If you
departure,
need any
then it's
assistance,
filed.
feel free to reach out
Departure
to any
runway
of our friendly
03.
crew members.
Initial
We
climb
hope
to
you have a
4000
pleasant
feet.
flight.
Departure on 119.535. Squawk 3667. Air France 221.
Air France 221, read back correct.
Nantes ground, good afternoon. Easy 6 Alpha Mike at 10-3. Airbus A320 request clearance to London Gatwick and we have information Lima.
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
Alpine 63 Golf Echo request push and start. Alpine 63 Golf Echo, clear for push and start. Alpine 63 Golf Echo.
TVM 36 Romeo Bravo. With India, ready to copy IFR clearance. Clear to Chermont via the Luge 4 Sierra departure. Departure runway 21, initial climb to 5000. Departure on 124.43, squawk 4623.
TVM 6 Romeo Bravo, read back correct.
TVM 6 Romeo Bravo, ready for departure.
Nantes ground, good afternoon. France Soleil 1608 in a B738 on stand 3 with information Lima requesting IFR clearance to Bastia. 171 Atlantique tower. Clear to Bastia on the Luge for November departure, then as filed, departure runway is 03, initial climb 4,000 feet, departure radio is 119.535 and we squawk 4252 for France Soleil 1608. France Soleil 1608, read back correct.
Nantes ground, hello, Top Swiss 5 Unit 5 Golf. Request clearance to Basel Mulhouse with information Romeo on board. Top Swiss 5 Unit 5 Golf, request pullback.
Nantes ground, Air France 7501 requesting IFR clearance to Paris Charles de Gaulle.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
Nantes ground, Air France 7501 requesting IFR Paris Charles de Gaulle.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Atlanta 72272 at Juliet, request IFR 2. Madrid. Good Barajas via the Irrigan 4, November departure, Bin South, runway departure 03, initial climb 4,000, departure 119.535, squawk up 423, Atlanta 72272.
Nantes ground, Air France 221, ready to copy IFR clearance to Napoleon Bonaparte with information hotel.
Ryanair 24 Whiskey Kilo, request push and start.
Ryanair 24 Whiskey Kilo, clear for push and start.
Push and start approved. Ryanair 24 Whiskey Kilo.
Departure runway 21 via the Baldy for Sierra departure, squawk 4235. Easy 6 Alpha Mike.
Good evening, Ryanair 23 Golf Zulu request IFR clearance to Marseille.
Clear to Marignac via the Luso for November departure, then as filed, departure runway from runway 03, initial climb to 7,000 feet, departure on 119.535, squawk 2445, Golf Tango Echo. On ground, Golf Tango Echo. Can I have start clearance, please?
Silver 4 Delta Sierra, Nantes ground, pushback and start approved. Face northwest.
Pushback and start approved, face northwest. Speedwest for Delta Sierra.
Clear to Innsbruck via the Lugans 4 Sierra departure, then at 5 departure runway 21, initial climb to 4,000 feet, departure 119.535, squawk 635 for Air France 125.
Good afternoon, Ryanair 8 Yankee Lima request IFR clearance to Stansted.
Air France 125 request IFR clearance to Innsbruck with information Papa.
Alpine 63 Golf Echo contact tower on 118.555.
Over to tower, Alpine 63 Golf Echo. Ryanair 24 Whiskey Kilo, ready to taxi.
Ryanair 24 Whiskey Kilo, taxi to runway 3 via Romeo 4, Romeo 3, Romeo 2, Romeo 1, Alpha.
3 via Romeo 4, Romeo 3, Romeo 2, Romeo 1, Alpha Ryanair 24 Whiskey Kilo.
Clear to Palma Lugan for November departure, departure runway 03, initial climb 4,000, departure 119.535, squawk 3452, France Soleil 4812. Ground, British Airways 1157, with information uniform, request clearance to Rome Fiumicino.
Nantes Atlantique, good evening. Nantes Atlantique, good evening. Air France 134 with information X-ray. Request clearance to Naples Airport.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
So Naples via Lug for Sierra. Departure runway 21, initial climb 4,000 feet and departure 119.535, squawk 2632, Air France 134.
Ryanair 24, Whiskey Kilo contact tower on 118.555.
Over to tower, Ryanair 24, Whiskey Kilo. Cleared to Paris Charles de Gaulle via the ANG4S departure runway 21, initial climb to 4,000, departure on 119.535, squawking 5535, airplane 7501.
Frank Soleil 7090 ready for push and start.
North ground, speedbird 123 is cleared to Brest via Limo for Sierra departure, then continuous file. Departure runway will be 21, initial climb to 4,000 feet and departure frequency 124.43. My squawk is 4512, speedbird 123.
Hello Captain, we are ready for pushback.
France Soleil 7090, push and start approved, face northwest.
Frank Soleil facing push and start through facing northwest. Frank Soleil 7090.
All aircraft be advised, information November is now current. QNH 1022.
Departure check
France Soleil
complete.
7090, push and start approved, face northwest.
Push and start through facing northwest. Frank Soleil 7090.
Ground, Valenta 72461, request that bar to LFSP.
Locking gear.
Quick takeoff.
Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear, start at will.
Starting engine 1, engine 2.
Volunteer Lima November ready for push and start. Push and start approved.
Pushback and start approved. Volunteer 2 Lima November.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Transavia France, flight 7090, flying from Nantes to Marseille. My name is Astrid Hansen, your lead flight attendant today. We're delighted to have you with us. Joining me in the cabin are my wonderful colleagues, Lars, Ingrid, and Bjorn. Our captain today is Viet Bongvei, and the first officer is Carl Tran. We expect a flight time of approximately 1 hour and 13 minutes. Now let's go over some important safety information. First,
Starting
please
engine
ensure
1.
your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your back. To unfasten, simply lift the buckle. In the unlikely event of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen
in a
masks will drop down from the compartment above you.
B738
Pull the
with
mask
hotel
towards you to start the
information
flow of
hotel,
oxygen.
so
Place it over your nose and
request
mouth
an
and secure it with the elastic
yeah.
band. Remember to put your own mask on before assisting
With
others.
departure on the
For our
new
water
4
landing
Sierra
procedures,
departure,
life
then
vests
as
are
well,
located
departure
under
runway
your seat.
21, initial
To use them,
climb will be
pull the
4,000
vest
feet,
out,
departure
place
radius
it over your head, pull the
119.535
straps
and
around your
report
waist,
3556
inflate the
for
vest by pulling the
Soleil
red tabs
108.
or by blowing into the tubes. There are
Volunteer 2
emergency
Lima
exits
November, ready
located
to
in the front,
taxi.
middle, and rear of the aircraft.
Set parking
Volunteer
brakes.
2 Lima
Please take a
November.
moment to locate
Taxi
the
to
nearest
runway 3.
exit.
Via Victor Sierra.
Confirmation for
Romeo
good
3.
In case
Romeo
of an
2.
emergency,
Romeo 1.
follow the
Alpha.
illuminated exit signs.
Cockpit to
We
ground.
also
Live
ask
Victor
that you
Sierra
keep your
Romeo
seat
Charlie,
belts
Romeo
on
2,
and
Romeo
your
1,
tray
Alpha
tables
Volunteer
stowed
2,
away.
Lima November.
Thank you for your attention, and we hope you have a pleasant flight. Captain Viet Vong Vei, the cabin is ready for departure.
Tow track disconnected, bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Air France 7503, ready for push and start.
Air France 7503, push and start approved.
Frank Soleil 7090 ready to taxi to runway 03.
Attention all aircraft. Romeo now current QNH 1022. France Soleil 7090, taxi to runway 3 via Victor November, Romeo Delta, Romeo 3, Romeo 2, Romeo 1, Alpha.
Runway 03 via Victor November, Romeo Delta, Romeo 3, Romeo 2, Romeo 1, Alpha, Frank Soleil 7090.
Switching to tower, Volunteer 2, Lima November.
Air France 7503, ready to taxi.
Air France 7503, taxi to runway 3 via Victor Sierra, Romeo Charlie, Romeo 2, Romeo 1, Alpha.
3 via Victor Sierra, Romeo Charlie, Romeo 2, Romeo 1, Alpha Air France 7503.
Ground, Ryanair 90468, taxi to the gate.
Ryanair 90468, taxi to parking via Foxtrot, cross runway 03, then Romeo 5, Juliet
Foxtrot, cross runway 03, then Romeo 5, Juliet, Ryanair 90468.
Air France 7503, contact tower on 122.1.
Switching to tower, Air France 7503.
7090, contact tower on 118.65 out.
One 119.65 Frank Soleil 07090. Good day, bye bye. Good afternoon, tower. Frank Soleil 07090, holding short runway 03. Ready for departure.
Francis Soleil 7090, Nantes Tower, runway 03, winds 360 at 4, cleared for takeoff.
Winds 360 at 4, clear for takeoff runway 03. Frank Soleil 7090.
Nantes Tower, KLM 1420. We are short of runway 21, ready for IFR departure. Clear for takeoff runway 21. After takeoff, we'll fly runway heading until reaching 4,000, then on course, KLM 1420.
Bolivia 1 Echo Alpha. Contact departure on 119.535.
Departure on 119.535 for the Del 1 Echo Alpha. Departure on 119.525. Bonne journée.
Stop with 515 Golf. Contact departure on 119.535.
119.535, absolute 515 Golf.
Good afternoon.
Stabilize.
Sierra
Check out.
Yankee requesting IFR clearance to Bremen. I also need the weather information update.
Two gas set, speed check.
Working on that clearance, stand by.
Nantes Tower, good morning. Blackbird Echo Kilo Heavy requesting
Check.
IFR clearance to Lima Golf Kilo Romeo. I have an information here.
Rotate.
Information.
Check.
I have your clearance in just a second.
What's the big line here?
Initial time to 4,000 feet, departure frequency 119.535, squawk 2757, Echo Kilo.
Francis Soleil 7090, contact departure on 119.535.
119.535 Frank Soleil 7090.
Contact departure on 134.43, EV419 above Juliet.
Good afternoon, departure Frank Soleil 7090 with fuel passing 2100, climbing to 4,000 feet.
France Soleil 7090, Nantes departure identified. Climb flight level 170, direct subac.
Climbing to flight level 170, direct back. Frank Soleil 7090.
Echo Victor 8, turn right heading 075.
France Soleil 1608, climb flight level 250.
Flight level 250, France Soleil 1608.
France Soleil 7090, climb flight level 210.
Climbing to flight level 210, Frank Soleil 7090.
Now, departure, good morning, Borussia 1 Echo Alpha passing 3,000 feet.
Bologna 1 Echo Alpha, Nantes departure identified. Clear direct KMO.
Clear
direct we came out and request to climb Volunteer 1 and quarter. Climb Festival 300 Volunteer 1 and quarter.
Left 10, turn right heading 220.
Turn right heading 220, KLM 120. Not departure Volunteer 1 and quarter, passing 2,000 feet. Direct we came out Volunteer 1 and quarter and request to climbing. Not departure Volunteer 1 and quarter, request to climb.
Volunteer 1 Echo Alpha, climb flight level 220. Echo Victor 8, descend, flight level 0730. Volunteer 1 Echo Alpha, climb flight level B20 FKA.
Flight level B20 Volunteer 1 Echo Alpha.
Volunteer 1 Echo Alpha, contact breath control on 124.065.
Wayfair control on 124.065 Volunteer 1 Echo Alpha, good evening.
EC 6 Alpha Mike, request flight level to 80.
France Soleil 70900, climb flight level 250.
Dear guests,
Climbing to flight level 250, Frank Soleil 7090.
electronic devices is now allowed. Please feel free to use your devices, but remember to keep them in airplane mode. Also, our onboard Wi-Fi service is available now, so you can stay connected during the flight. Thank you for your attention, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Departures, Air France 066, requesting IFR to London Gatwick. We have information Yankee. Air France 066, IFR to London Gatwick. We have information Charlie. I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
Volunteer 6 November uniform contact, breast control on 124.065.
Switching to breast control on 124.065. Volunteer 6 November uniform.
Volunteer 6 November uniform contact, Bordeaux control on 127.675.
Over to Bordeaux control on 127.675. Volunteer 6 November uniform.
Soleil 7090, contact breast control on 124.065.
124.065, Frank Soleil 7090. Good afternoon, control by Frank Soleil 7090 with you passing flight level 210, climbing to flight level 250.
France Soleil 7090, breast control identified. Good afternoon.
Breast control, Griffin 9 Echo Delta, flight level 340, backhaul.
Griffin 9er, Echo Delta, breast control, low off.
Lot 1022, contact Paris control on 122.575.
Contact Paris control 122.575. That's 1022.
Air France 066, flying 3,000 feet, IFR to London Gatwick. Current heading at 355.
Stand by.
Breast control, on-ship 401 heavy. We request to climb to 380 and what's approved.
National 401, climb flight level 380.
Breast control, Air France 2611, good afternoon, maintaining flight level 350.
Air France 2611, breast control identified. Good afternoon.
Control Volta 1 Echo Alpha, request climb flight level 330.
Volta 1 Echo Alpha, climb flight level 330.
Climbing flight level 330, 1 Echo Alpha.
Volta 1 Echo Alpha, contact Paris control on 122.575.
Breast control, Volatia 2, Lima November, flight level 180.
Voltaire 2 Lima November, under contact. Soleil 7090, Brest control, contact Bordeaux control on 125.105.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached cruising altitude and we will begin our snack and drink service shortly. Today we have some delightful options for you, including our delicious chicken salad and a lovely cheese platter that I think you'll really enjoy. After the service, we'll also have articles from the Transavia shop available for you to browse.
France Soleil 7090, good afternoon. Maintaining
Enjoy
flight
the
level
flight as we make our way
250.
from Nantes to Marseille. Thank you.
France Soleil 7090, Bordeaux control identified. Good afternoon.
Control on 124.065.
Contact breast control on 124.065, contact 280 kilos.
Good afternoon. KLM 665, flight level 330. 665, Bordeaux control identified.
Air France 1123, contact Paris control on 118.725.
Contact the Paris control on 118.725 Air France 1123.
Weather control, Bravo 01, just past Bagna. Descending to 3,000 feet to Charlie Foxtrot 23. First direct QF 23 at 3,000 feet. Bravo 01. First direct QF 23. Bravo 01.
World Tour 01, contact activate approach on 119.275.
Bordeaux control Air France 768, flight level 390, bonjour.
Air France 768, climb flight level 390.
maintain flight level 3990 Air France 76.
Bordeaux control there and 58 Zulu Golf, picking up by Mark when you get a chance. Destination Gratuity Malo, direct FC. 10x to flight level 360.
10x24 Lima, Bordeaux control, roger.
10x to flight level 360. 10x to flight level 360.
Bordeaux control, I would like ISF clearance to Lima, Foxtrot, Romeo, Sierra. Bordeaux control, I would like ISF clearance to Romeo, to Lima, Foxtrot, Romeo, Sierra. I already told you I would like ISF clearance to Lima, Foxtrot, Romeo, Sierra.
Border control, easy 22724, flight level 360.
Bordeaux control, identified. Good afternoon.
Bordeaux control, Transfer Kilo Alpha, with you, flight level 340.
Soleil 14 Kilo Alpha, Bordeaux control, identified. Good afternoon.
1 Foxtrot Juliet, Bordeaux control, descend and maintain 7,000. 1 Foxtrot Juliet, contact activate approach on 119.275.
Contact activate approach on 119.275. Border control, contact 28 Kilo at flight level 360.
Bordeaux control, flight 47 Kilo Juliet, how is our flight level? Do we need to descend at flight 47 Kilo Juliet? Do we not need to be under flight level 190 at Kieras? So we need to descend?
Bravo, Bordeaux control, emergency clear. Redirect Saint-Lazare après. Descend at safe altitude. Contact Saint-Lazare Tower for further instructions.
Bordeaux control, Air France 2611, maintaining 10,000 feet.
Air France 2611, Bordeaux control identified. Good afternoon.
Border control, they look at the cargo for at flight level 340 inbound of Mom.
Cargo 24, Bordeaux control identified. Good afternoon.
Bordeaux control, Echo India, Romeo 7, Alpha with you, flight level 380.
Cody Echo, India, Romeo Hotel. Alpha, Bordeaux control, identified. Good afternoon.
Bordeaux control, Griffin 9 Echo Delta, flight level 340, direct to DNA.
Griffin 9 Echo Delta, Bordeaux control, identified. Good afternoon.
Flying flight level 350, France today 1608. We're expediting on time there, so France today 1608.
Bordeaux control, good afternoon. Speedbird 479 in November, maintaining flight level 360.
Speedbird 479, November Bordeaux control, identified. Good afternoon. Speedbird 479, November Bordeaux control, contact Brest control on 124.065.
Contact Brest control on 124.065. Speedbird
479 on November.
Flight level 350, France delay 1608. Maintain flight level 350, France delay 1608.
Receiver 47 Paris, Bordeaux control, contact Brest control on 124, decimal 06 France.
Airbus 543, contact Bordeaux control on 127.675.
This can be attributed to its likely status as a young flight level participating in experienced predators with bodies that mature.
France Soleil 70900, Bordeaux control. Expect the LRG 1 Delta arrival. I'll call your descent in roughly 20 minutes. Say the word if you want to descend sooner.
Expecting the Lurge 1 Delta arrival. Awaiting descent instructions. France Soleil 7090.
Requested altitude.
Bordeaux control for Air France 1123, climbing flight level 320, good morning.
Air France 1123, Bordeaux control, identified Bordeaux.
750, for the 260.
Eurowing 7602 Bordeaux Control. Good afternoon.
Bienvenue. Kilo Hotel. Contact Brest Control on 124.065.
Contact Brest Control on 124.065, Piaggio 9 Kilo Hotel.
Bordeaux Control, good morning. France Soleil 60 Alpha Juliet with you at flight level 390.
France Soleil 60 Alpha Juliette. Bordeaux Control Identified. Bienvenue.
Speedbird 065, contact Bordeaux Control on 133.78.
Next Bordeaux Control on 133.78, Speedbird 065.
Bordeaux Control, bonjour, Air France 881, flight level 370.
Air France 881, Bordeaux Control identified. Good afternoon.
Happy Green 51 Contact Marseille Control on 123.8054.
Contact Marseille Control on 123.805. Sorry, bye-bye.
Following on flight level 360, checking in.
Boeing 29, contact Bordeaux Control on 133.78.
Bordeaux on 133.78,
Ciao Bordeaux, Z82. Bordeaux Control, Z82.
Vedo che non prendi quel sistema principale, ma un po' di...
Bordeaux Control Identified. Good afternoon.
Volotia 9 X-ray Bravo, flight level 370.
Volotia 9 X-ray Bravo, Bordeaux Control Identified. Good afternoon.
Soleil 70990. Contact Marseille, control on 123.805.
123.805, Frank Soleil 7090. Frank Soleil 7090 with you at flight level 250.
France Soleil 7090, Marseille control identified. Good afternoon.
Clear, runway 4 await approach, international. November Alpha 7 Tango arrival. Descending flight level 340, skyway 148. Select and maintain flight level 350, skyway 148.
Send the 9 times flight level 120. Number 364, contact line approach on 120.23.
Marseille Control, FedEx 1031, with you, flight level 320.
FedEx 1031, Marseille Control, identified. Good afternoon.
Marseille Control, good afternoon, plan 2563 with you, flight level 330.
Air 2563, Marseille Control, identified, send.
Marseille Control, Ryanair 48 Bravo, requesting alert 1 Delta arrival, runway 31 right. Expecting alert 1 Delta arrival, expecting island 31 right, Ryanair 48 Bravo.
Ryanair 48 Bravo, descend and maintain flight level 330.
Send and maintain flight level 330, Ryanair 48 Bravo.
Contact land influence 135.2. Easy 2064, affirm contact line info on 135.2. Traffic. Cessna 3 Alpha Zulu, contact Marseille Control on 128.85.
Contact Marseille Control on 128.850. Goodbye.
Green Jet 105, play again, please.
This on flight level 120, Jet 105.
7,000 feet at waypoint Gardner, expecting ILS 18 Yankee approach into Chambéry for circle to land runway 26, station 5.
Citation 5 Bravo X-ray, contact Chambéry approach on 121.20, 5 Panair.
Chambéry approach 121.20 station 5. Bye bye.
KLM 055, Marseille, control, roger. Marseille, Airbus, runway 96, using level 340. Airbus 963, Bravo, Marseille, control, roger. China 242, contact range control on 135.035.
Range control on 135.035.
Marseille control, Ryanair 48 Bravo, level 360.
Ryanair 48 Bravo, Marseille, control, roger. Ryanair 48 Bravo, descend and maintain flight level 290.
What is the reason for the early descent for flight level?
Ryanair 48 Bravo, negative descent is part of standard arrival procedure.
When red descent level 290.
Good afternoon, Chemical Yankee. Flight level 240.
Contact with control on 127.675.
127.675.
KLM 1256, contact Marseille control on 128.325. Can you confirm our cruise flight level? What is our cruise flight level?
KLM 35 Tango, Marseille control, identified. Good afternoon.
We are ready to descend to this extent.
Marseille control. This is easy, set one shot. On top. First main flight. Level 320.
71 Charlie Marseille control, roger.
Guy 2, request the ILS 14 approach and then the visual city circling approach to runway 2.
Riga 82, contacting control on 121.075.
France Soleil 7090, Marseille control, clear the RG1 Delta, arrival into Provence.
Clear Lima Echo Romeo Golf 1 Delta arrival, Frank Soleil 7090.
GH2. Have OK. Temperature 28. Dew point 12. UNH1018. Density altitude 1500 feet. Arrival departing runway 315. 31 left. Transition to 55 advised on course altitude and traffic services requested. Have all runway and hold short instructions. Advise operation contact information Marseille Provence Airport.
LF 105, contact Marseille control on 128.85. Statex 14 Lima Mike, contact me on approach on 120.23.
120.23, 10 and 14 Lima Mike. Bye bye.
Griffin 4 Delta, ready for descent.
Griffin 4 Delta Delta, descend flight level 370.
Griffin 4 Delta Delta, ready for descent.
Roger that, we will turn right heading 165, speed bird 3660 uniform.
France Soleil 7090, descend flight level 150.
Descending to flight level 150, Frank Soleil 7090.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your lead flight attendant speaking. We have now left our cruising altitude and have started our approach to Marseille. Please return to your seats and ensure your seatbelts are securely fastened. I must also inform you that the use of the lavatories is no longer permitted at this time. Thank you for your cooperation as we prepare for landing.
Marseille Control, Shamrock 544, flight level 370.
Shamrock 544, Marseille Control, roger.
7 feet and Lucas 7 hours, arrival, expecting ILS 4 right, Shamrock 544.
Shamrock 544, contact Marseille Control on 128.325.
level c'est au jet Watson en fait. Descente level 080 trimjet Watson en fait.
Soleil 7090, contact Provence, approach on 120, decimal 205.
120.205, Frank Soleil 7090. Frank Soleil 7090 descending to flight level 150.
France Soleil 7090, Provence approach identified. Good afternoon. Expect the ILS Zulu runway 31 right approach into Provence.
Expect the ILS Zulu approach runway 131 right. Frank Soleil 07090.
Pittsburgh 369. Contact Marseille Control on 123.9.
France Soleil 7090, descend altitude 3000. Turn left heading 115 vectors for the ILS runway 31 right approach.
Descending to 3000. Turn left heading 115 vectors for the ILS approach runway 31 right. Frank Soleil 7090.
Heading to 905, Atlantique. Marseille approach, Atlantique, establish on localizer.
Beeline 853. Contact Provence Tower on 123.725.
070 Provence 47 Bravo Mike. And another question. Are we clear for the ILS approach? 47 Bravo Mike.
Air France 470, Bravo Mike. Contact Provence Tower on 123.72. British.
123.725, Air France 47 Bravo Mike.
Ryanair 6, contact Provence Tower on 123.725.
123.725, thank you, Ryanair Bravo 6. Red Hawk X-ray Golf Sierra VFR on top is approved. Maintain appropriate VFR flight levels at or above cloud layers. Report reaching VFR on top.
Cancel VFR on top extension, X-ray Golf Sierra.
Red Hawk Roger, radar service is terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Marseille approach, Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra. On the 2,000 feet, destination Lima Foxtrot, Mike November.
Approach, we missed to localize, requesting new vectors please. Grand right heading to 320, Air France 47 Bravo Mike.
Direct Tanya. Climb flight level 130. Iberia 1502. Iberia 1592. Climb flight level 220. Keep the pitch trusted.
0509. 2500 for 4000.
Volotaire 5 Zulu Mike. Provence departure identified. Climb flight level 200.
Okay, departure, this is Bravo 7
France Soleil 7090. Turn right heading 150.
Heading 150, Frank Soleil 7090.
Approach, request flight level change.
Vision Jet 59, climb flight level 120.
7,000, turn left heading 305. 5,000, turn left heading 280, Vision Jet 759.
please say exit frequency.
November X-ray Sierra, contact Marseille Control on 128.85.
8.85.
Air France 123. Sharp. Contact Provence Tower on 123.725.
Contact Marseille approche 123.725 Air France 122 Charlie.
Cabin is ready.
Butter 1, climb flight level 270.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach into Marseille. Please turn off all electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the gate. Kindly put your tray tables away, ensure your seats are in their full upright position, and fasten your seatbelts. Once we land, our Transavia France staff will provide you with information regarding your connection flights. Thank you for your cooperation.
Marseille departure, T213 with you, passing 2000. This is Captain speaking, November 370 Echo Juliet. There is something aboard with the communications regarding the previous flight, so please cancel everything. I contact the clearance departure frequency, and we'll let you know further on.
France Soleil 709, turn right heading 205.
Turn right heading 205, France Soleil 7090.
Easy 1805, Provence departure identified. Climb flight level 050, direct Peshu.
Flight level 050, direct Peshu, 1805.
Easy 1805, climb flight level 220.
Contact Marseille, AAC report tower 133.1.
Tower 133.1, C278.
Atlantique Air 378, contact Provence tower on 123.725.
123.725, Atlantique at 378.
Beeline 53, Provence departure. Climb flight level 210. France Soleil 7090, 12 miles from Charlie Foxtrot 31 Romeo. Turn right, heading 270, descend altitude 2000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 31 right approach.
Turn right heading 270, descend to 2000 until established on the localizer. Clear for the ILS approach runway 31 right. France Soleil 7090.
Over to Marseille control on 127.905. Ryanair 83, Mike Zulu.
Red Hawk, roger.
Departure, Eurowing 7 Papa Foxtrot, 2000 feet, climbing 5,500 feet, heading 135.
Eurowing 7 Papa Foxtrot, Provence departure identified.
Have attention to the Skyhawk, Eurowing 7 Papa Foxtrot. Visual separation with the Skyhawk, Eurowing 7 Papa Foxtrot.
Request to descend 5,000 feet inbound Rusex, and you cleared me 5,000 feet inbound Rusex. Thank you.
Cessna 0X-ray Papa, descend altitude 5,000 feet.
Me 76 Yankee Provence approach identified. Me 76 Yankee Provence approach, climb and maintain flight level 110. Me 76 Yankee, contact Marseille control on 128.85. Speedbird 16 Mike Tango, Marseille Provence approach. Climb and maintain flight level 080.
France Soleil 7090, contact Provence tower on 123.725.
123.725, Frank Soleil 7090.
81123, contact Nantes.
Departure line 53 closed. Currently at 3,700 feet, flying to 4,000 feet.
Beeline 53, Provence departure, identified.
2,500.
Beeline 853, welcome to Provence. Contact ground on 121, decimal 905.
121 decimal 29.
Beeline 853.
1,000.
Contact departure on 120, decimal 205.
Frank Soleil 7090 on final runway 31 right.
12005 on departure.
France Soleil 7090 Provence Tower, winds 265 at 8, runway 31 right, clear to land.
Clear to land runway 31 right, Frank Soleil 7090.
500.
Check.
400.
Check.
Approaching minimums.
November,
Sync rate.
X-ray, Sierra.
Minimums.
Contact
Continue.
departure
Glide
on
slow.
132.3.
100.
Check.
50. Sync rate. 20. 10.
Our Ryanair 4286 at runway 13 left, ready for departure. Lining up runway 1486, runway 13 left.
Speed break reverses normal.
Level takeoff runway 13 left, Ryanair 486.
Ryanair 4286, runway 13 left, winds 260 and 6, clear
Middle
for
Rex.
takeoff.
France Soleil 7090, welcome to Provence. Contact ground on 121, decimal 905.
121.090, Frank Soleil 7090.
Landed in Marseille, and what a landing it was. A smooth touchdown, if I may say so. Welcome to Marseille Provence Airport. The weather here is quite lovely, with a temperature of 29 degrees Celsius and no clouds in sight. Perfect for exploring this beautiful city.
Frank Soleil 7090, we are clear of active runway 31 right. Request taxi to the gate.
Please remain seated until we reach our final parking position. On behalf of Captain Viet, First Officer Contran, and the entire crew, we thank you for flying with
Soleil 7090, taxi to Route 1 Alpha 40 Delta, via Delta 3, Charlie 4, Charlie 5, Golf 4, good day.
1 Alpha 40 Delta via Delta 3, Charlie 4, Charlie 5, Golf 4. Good day, Frank Soleil 7090.
Air France 458, Provence ground, pushback and start up, approved face southwest.
Pushback and start up approved face southwest Air France 458.
Air France 458, contact tower on 123.725, safe flight.
Air France 122 Charlie, request IFR clearance for departure Italy. Departure runway 31 left initial climb Squawk 12222. Air France 122 Charlie.
Marseille Ground, bonjour, Air France 17 Whiskey, gate number 5, request pushback and startup. Volunteer 17 Whiskey, pushback and startup approved, face southwest. Pushback and startup approved, face southwest, Volunteer 17 Whiskey.
Marseille Ground, Speedbird 379, request push and start from stand 10 Charlie.
Speedbird 379er, push and start approved, face southwest.
Push start approved, face southwest, Speedbird 379.
All aircraft, formation Delta is now current. QNH 1014.
Provence, go. Eurowings 5 Papa Uniform, pushback and start approved, face southeast.
Provence Ground, Eurowings 5 Papa Uniform, request taxi.
Marseille Ground, July 5, requesting push and start. Marseille Ground, Airline 53, requesting push and start.
Beeline 853, push and start approved, face southwest.
Marseille Ground, bonjour, Aerobox Alpha Echo, request IFR clearance to fall.
Air Algérie 102, 1 contact tower on 123.725.
We're currently at Delta 2, request crossing runway west to left. Wednesday, let's start with easy west to 600. Wednesday left.
Easy 1226, say again please.
Air France 1808, request pushback please.
Air France 1808, pushback approved, face southwest.
Pushback approved, face southwest. Air France 1808.
Marseille Control, this is Osprey 6.5. Good morning. I'm on Boeing 737 MAX at gate 480C with information Foxtrot requesting IFR clearance to Madrid.
Off the ground, good evening, Speedbird 369, ready for push and start. Speedbird 369, Provence Ground, push and start approved, face southwest. Push and start approved, face southwest, Speedbird 369.
Marseille Ground, radio check.
500 Bravo Marseille, Airport Ground. Ready 5x5.
Marseille Ground, 5 Fox Charlie Alpha Sierra Golf, vacated runway 31 right via the airport, ready for taxi to General Aviation Terminal.
Charlie Alpha Sierra Golf Marseille Airport ground taxi to General Aviation Terminal via Delta Golf.
Marseille Ground, Atlantique T78 with information Quebec request IFR clearance to Zurich.
Turkish 1368, request TFR flight to Istanbul. Turkish 1368, request TFR clearance from Istanbul. Air France 1541, ready for push and start.
Air France 1541, Provence Ground, push and start approved, face southwest.
Push and start approved, face southwest.
Embraer Delta India, Alpha Alpha, Tango, Marseille Airport Ground, taxi to General Aviation Terminal via Charlie 3, Charlie 4, Golf 2. Good day.
Taxi to General Aviation Terminal via Charlie 3, Charlie 4 goes to. Bye bye. Thank you. Marseille ground, Embraer Alpha Alpha Tango, request startup.
Embraer Delta India, Alpha Alpha, Tango, Marseille Airport Ground, pass your message. Information Golf is current.
Marseille ground, manage 1 Bravo, radio check. Marseille ground, manage 1 Bravo, can you tell me at which airport I am?
Aircraft calling Marseille ground. You are currently at Marseille Provence Aerodrome LFML.
Marseille ground, bonsoir. Marseille ground, bonjour. On the Juliet Tango stand 63, request engine start. Engine start approved, stand 63 on the jet Juliet Tango, information share rise report. On the jet